Hello, everybody. Welcome to the semifinals of the All Things Pro Dust Team League. We are back with some more insane action. Hopefully everyone is feeling beautiful and wonderful today. As I actually switched servers because I went to the wrong server. I am feeling slightly sick, but not that bad, so hopefully we're okay here. But yeah, we do have excuse me. We do have a banger of a match today, as my team unfortunately could not beat out Jinlair Pink Wings, who is now advanced on to be facing against Team Eba, the All Things Primate team, which is the match that we will be having today, and the match that we are going to be starting to break down here, going into what should be a pretty good game. And with me today, I do have a couple of new analysts to join me on the desk. We have New Horizons and Frogos. Hello, welcome. How are you two doing this wonderful day?
I'm doing good.
Same. Good morning.
Yes, hello, wonderful. So yeah, we are getting ready for our sixth series today, which will be Team Eba versus Team Azura. New Horizons, do you have you been? I mean, you've been watching some of the games. You were actually even going to sub in a little bit, almost, if Gort didn't show up last time. But what have you been taking of the games, and what do you expect to see from the series?
Actually, I'm following since the beginning. I just wasn't very active in the chat, but I watched almost every match, I think. I think it's gonna be close, but I'm rooting for Jinlair since the beginning. I think I said somewhere that they were gonna win, so I expect them to win something like 6-4 or 6-5.
Wow. Pretty bold statement considering the fact that they did get 6-0'd in the regular season by Team Eba.
Yeah, but it was a strategical loss.
Ah, nice. They're sandbagging it. Nice. They're hustling a little bit, and I get you. Frogos, Mr. Reaper Man, what do you expect for this series?
I'm quite convinced Primates are just gonna completely demolish Jinlair Pink Wings. I really like them. I'm probably gonna root for them. But looking at the results from the season, right, 6-0, and then looking at the lineup, I feel like it's gonna be like a very quick one.
Very quick one. Wow. So it's not, they're like the games won't even be close. It's literally just going to be an absolute stomp with some very fast, cheesy games, you think?
Even I feel like they're just gonna outclass them kind of. Only one I feel like could win is Haroku against Marsbar. I think the other games are gonna be just kind of outclassing them. Wow.
Very interesting. All right. The first match that we are going to be doing is Ezreal versus Takua. New Horizons, do you have any specific predictions for what you think that match is going to go like?
Not much. Actually, I don't know these players that much.
Right, they're my teammates, so I expect this to be a very close one.
Actually, I don't have a lot of feelings about them, so I'm gonna trust you about this one.
Actually, it is interesting because I feel like Takua is the guy that's gonna tilt hard if Ezreal is gonna pull out something weird. And I feel like Ezreal has a lot of confidence in his play, while Takua right now is the opposite. So this could be very easy for Azura, to be honest.
Yeah, he is someone that in the past did tilt just a little bit, but I mean, he had a strong 2-0 versus Franz last time in our match together, so maybe he's also coming off of a little bit of heightened confidence here going into this one, but Ezreal did say that he was apparently not feeling that great, but still is going to be playing the games anyway, so yeah, hopefully that's not too much of an issue here for him. But yeah, you guys expecting a 2-0 or a 1-1, or what did I don't know if I heard a score when I was setting this up.
Well, since it's a PvP, I don't expect a 1-1. I think it's gonna be a shit show, and either side will dominate the other one. probably will be 2 cheeses and one of them will lose 2-0. I don't expect it to be close at all.
Damn.
Just don't know who will dominate.
All right. Okay.
I think I know that Taco is not a cheesy guy. He's definitely not gonna cheese. I don't know about Azura. I know he has some kind of funny builds, and I think he's good. Just gonna 2-0 him Taco, to be honest.
All right. Fair enough. Fair enough. I will come back with you guys a little bit later to see what you guys think of what the series ended up being like, and yeah, I'll see you guys then. All right, we're gonna go into this one here. For some reason, my StarCraft sounds very quiet for seemingly no reason when I haven't changed any settings. Strange. Anyways, we'll get into it. Hopefully, we'll see if maybe something happens. Anyways. Regardless, yes, we will be going into the first match here of Ezreal versus Takua. I am curious to see what exactly goes down here. I am very curious. Because I honestly have no idea. I feel like overall Ezreal is probably a bit favored here. And I am personally thinking that Team Eva will be winning this series. That is my overall guess. Yeah, this is like insanely quiet. Why is this so quiet? I don't understand. Why do I have to put it at 100% volume for it to be like a normal sound? Doesn't make any sense. Why does it look like desktop audio is also just like super weird? Does it sound weird for you guys? Anyways, on the bottom left, playing for Team Azura, the Jinlair Pink Wings, who are not pink, it is Takua. And on the top right side, playing for Team Eba, none other than Ezreal. I think I'm just, after this game, I'm just going to quickly restart my StarCraft. Because the sound should not be like this. It's very strange. Cool. I'm also on literally max settings right now. I'm on extreme. Before I was only being on ultra because I forgot extreme was actually an option. So now I'm on literally the highest settings possible. No, it's not my headphones that are at 10% because it's, if that was the case, then it wouldn't be quiet on OBS as well. I literally put it up at 100 for it to even be recognized. Ezreal's gonna proxy a pylon. Very early proxy Robo. He's gonna try to BTFO Takua right out of the fucking game. Force him out of life as well. We'll see if he can pull a bean here. Curious if Taco has noticed. He obviously saw that there is no pylon here, but did he really see? Looks like he is trying to scout at least a little bit here, but not fully with the an extra probe or anything like that. He did leave his pylon to finish over at the main base, which is interesting. So that should really confirm to him, though, that there is something happening. But he's still deciding to expand anyway. He's found this Stalker and has found the Robo. And his third Stalker is coming up. The probe was brought away. If he continues to attack this, yeah, that's actually gonna get denied. That's actually awful here for Ezreal, as he's even gonna lose his Stalker without the Sentry dying. Oh my god, this is awful for Ezreal. Holy shit, Takwa literally just won the game. What in the world just happened? Ezreal's gonna make another Robo back at home. Warp Gate is finished for him, but he's just gonna go ahead and try to expand. But, I mean, Taco's expand is already gonna be done here. He's making batteries just in case, because he's not exactly sure what's going on here. But he actually sees the expand with the pylon. So he should be fully aware that nothing will be hitting him. I don't know why Ezreal brought the probe away. Why wouldn't you just leave it down there? Literally, if you just make another pylon right there, you are totally fine. Nevertheless, Taco actually is going to be the one to try and go out on the map now. 4 gateways, though, back at home for Ezreal. We'll have a lot of Stalker production possible. No batteries. A cancel on the Nexus. It's a fake, apparently. But he's the one that's getting attacked. But I don't think that's actually correct either from Taco. I don't know why he decided he needed to move out across the map here when he had a complete lead. Did he get a scout to actually see? Yes, he does actually see that it is gone. So now he should be in full defensive mode, but he is continuing to make probes and a Twilight Council. I don't think he's actually realized... Well, maybe he has. I don't know. I mean... This is a lot of Stalkers. I don't really think Ezreal really has anything to do here, though. I mean, yeah. The Prism Micro wasn't exactly the best there either. So that's given Takwa plenty of room here. He doesn't need to be... Actually, this is the worst thing he could be doing. But I don't think it matters, because that Immortal is not getting touched. And that will be a GG. For the first game. Very interesting. I'm gonna restart my StarCraft for a second here. Yeah, very quick win. A bit unexpected, as I didn't really think that proxy was going to be found and just dispatched of so simply there. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with my sound. I don't... Whatever. I guess it's not really an issue, but it is annoying me. I know, but something has happened because I shouldn't need to be on 100% for the sound to go through. Bro, I hate everything being in one chat. Can't we go back to fucking like 2014 when we had chat channels? I hate having to tab through a million different things to get to the place I want to go to, and then I accidentally go one too far, and then I have to do it all over again. Alright. Here we go into game number 2. With Takwa spawning on the top left and Ezreal on the bottom right. Ezreal will be going for a 1-gate expand this time, whereas last time he didn't. Seems to switch it up on when he actually likes to do that. Whereas Takwa continues to not do that ever. Also, again, for anyone unaware, we are doing a... I don't even know what you call it, a best of like 10 or 11 or something like that. Where you need 6 games to win. We're doing 5 best of 2s, so that way each player on the team can play. We play all of those matches, and then if we get 5-5, we go to a best of 1 ace match. That is the format. It's been a gas steal by Takwa here, which is a little bit annoying for Ezreal for sure. But that will still delay Takwa's plans here, as he is just looking like he's gonna just play normal. Which is interesting. He's even blocking the main, or the ramp here, but that could just be walled off anyway. And it's definitely not in time for a double adept to get in here for him to cancel it. It's way too early for that. Wow, Mars has been getting coached by Eba. Nice. I'm not quite sure what this pylon is here for, unless he's gonna 4-gate. He did this as well versus someone lately. I don't remember. Oh, yeah, look. Okay, never mind. So he's sending... Well, he's not chrono boosting them. There he is. He's sending the stalkers across with a bunch of batteries at the nat here. That's his attempt. An adept, actually, by Ezreal is a bit of a... That's not exactly the right play here, as that's going to take forever to kill any of these batteries. I'm surprised there's only 2 batteries being placed so far. We already have plenty of... Like, there's plenty of pylon power here, but we only have 2 batteries for some reason. Although I guess that will be able to kill the probe. Would have loved, especially considering the fact that these batteries are much... spawn with much less energy. It would have been nice to see more batteries being made here. Okay, yeah, he's gonna target down the battery of Ezreal. That's kind of what I was thinking he should do. But imagine if we had like 3 more batteries right here instead of a bunch of pylons. He will be able to kill the battery, but he is now surrounded by probes. And the other 2 stalkers are nowhere near to help right now. And yeah, those stalkers are gonna die. The batteries are out of energy. Not quite sure how I'm liking this for Takwa here. Oh my god, what the fuck? We're going 1 base 4-gate charge? I mean, Ezreal didn't actually make any more units, really. Because he was making all these gateways, and now he's making zealots out of the gateways. But eventually these units from Takwa will die. He's got Warp Gate done. He could start warping in units as well. Like, right now I would love him to just warp in 2 adepts and shade them into the main right now. I would absolutely love that. He's just gonna do 2 more stalkers, though. Right as Warp Gate is finishing for Ezreal. Because, like, this is confusing me, because he's, like, warping in stalkers to continue attacking, but he's also expanding back at home and teching, so it's like... Which one are you doing? Although he has killed quite a few probes, surprisingly. So he's actually putting Ezreal down in an economy pretty bad here. But again, I would have loved it if he just made 2 adepts and just sent it right into the main. That would have done so much more value, I think, with much less resource cost. Like, if he just pokes at the front with the stalkers instead of suiciding them and then sends the 2 adepts into the main base, like, that does so much. Because then you pull all the army up to deal with the adepts, and then you can just walk up with the stalkers to start one-shotting some of the probes too without overcommitting with them. Or he just pulls all the probes down to the gnat, and then you're just denying mining in the gnat for the whole time and move away with the stalkers. But now he's gonna die to charge. Yep. There's a Void Ray, but I mean, Void Rays don't really kill things. Well, apparently probes and zealots with a battery do, because apparently Ezreal didn't actually target fire that battery, which is surprising. We need to focus fire with the Void Ray. What are we microing it for? Just fucking... What is happening right now? Why? He used the overcharge already, apparently, which surprises me. Somehow Takwa isn't dead and the probes are actually even. Zealots are actually getting rallied across the base and... Okay, there we go. Now he's dead. That was strange. I didn't quite understand that one, but alright. It will be a 1-1 to start things off, so New Horizons' prediction was entirely wrong. What an interesting game that one was. As we will head back over to the desk here to get the amazing updated analysis. As like I just said, New Horizons, your prediction was wrong.
Well, I was only half wrong. Like, it wasn't 2-0, but it wasn't very close games either.
But you also said it wasn't going to be a 1-1 at all.
Yeah, that's why I said half wrong.
Does that just make you totally wrong? Because you said it's not going to be what it was? Like,
shut up, Gemini.
oh, crazy. Anyways, Frogos, what'd you think of that?
Games.
Yeah, what'd you think of that one, Frogos?
So this is the thing. I said Takwa is not a cheesy guy, and then he goes out of his way to like make to cheese, and he fails at it, and it just looks bad for me and for him. So now we both look very bad. Thank you, Takwa. But
fuck you, Gemini.
yeah, I'm so just very upset because my prediction would have come true if Azura didn't lead Takwa's units into his proxy robo. It's just insane. It was incredible.
Yeah. I don't even know what to talk about with this series. It's just like... I literally think... I don't know. I've got nothing. I can't even fucking talk about what just happened right there. I feel like it's just not even... I don't know. Yeah, I really do think, though, like, the 2 Adept warp in, like, that literally just kind of wins him the game, actually. And then he just runs him with everything else, realizes that it's charge, and then just walls his nat. I mean, he literally just wins.
Yeah. But also, who the fuck does charge?
Yeah, that was also
situation,
insane.
like, it's very weird. I thought it was just a very greedy build to do Crepuscular Concile first instead of Robot or Stargate, but he was just gonna all in anyway, I think.
Yeah, no, that's exactly what was happening. But I mean, I was actually so confused as well, because like I was looking at the nat the whole time, and I saw only the Adept and Stalker and nothing else making. I was like, wait, so what is actually happening here from Ezreal? And then I look into his main, and I see just a bunch of gateways making zealots. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? Doesn't make any sense.
It's actually lucky that Takua didn't make a proxy gate or something like this, because he would have died way before charge.
Yeah.
PvP is the peak matchup. There's nothing better than PvP.
Yeah, very true. At least the games were over quickly, you know what I mean? I'm just kidding. But yeah, the next three we're gonna have Mars Bars versus Heroku. So we're actually gonna get a ZVZ, which is one of the few ZVZs we've ever had in the entire All Things Protoss Team League. So this one should definitely be interesting, because Mars Bar is definitely one that does love, despite his name, he does love cheese. That was the worst joke I've ever fucking said. But yeah, so Heroku, I don't know. We haven't really seen much of this matchup. What are you expecting here?
I'm trusting my fellow French Heroku for this one. I think he's gonna win. But since I did a wrong prediction for the last one, I'm not gonna be too confident on this.
Well, I will be. Heroku is the absolute mastermind of ZVZ. There is nothing he cannot do. He cannot lose ZVZ. It's impossible. He will turtle on 3 bases, and he would just go 2-0. Prediction.
Yeah, wait, actually, what's the MMR difference? I just realized Heroku might have to off race. Oh wait, no, never mind. I don't think that's actually happening. I thought Heroku was higher MMR. But yeah, I'm feeling like this is again going to be another case of Mars trying to do something a little cheeky, and then unfortunately it just not really playing out. Given the fact that the opponent will just likely know that and will try to defend as best as possible. So yeah, are we both thinking a solid 2-0 here for Heroku?
Yeah. Especially looking at his record, the statistics don't lie. Heroku is a superior player, mentally, mechanically, and he has a better race.
Well, they both play
I know,
the better race.
that's a joke. That's the joke.
You know, Terrans, man, their sense of humor, Jesus.
But come on now.
Anyways, yeah, thank you guys for your insights here. We'll come back a little bit after the series, and yeah, we'll see what you guys think. But yes, thank you. Goodbye for now. Anyways, oh, I switched over, and then Heroku says 2 seconds. So, anyways. What is that emote, Hunzen? What the fuck? Hey, beep, 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 beep. How you guys doing? Well, while we're waiting here a little bit, I guess I can give you a quick little rundown of what's been going on if you've missed the situations here. So last on Wednesday, we had the first quarterfinal match being my team versus Jinlair Pinkwings, and we only just barely lost, even though I personally did as best as I could and carried my weight this time. Unfortunately, it was not quite enough, but we were very narrowly defeated here, which will then, of course, be leading us into what we are playing right now. And then we will be playing the finals, not actually tomorrow, because Akron is apparently not able to play on this weekend entirely, so we're just going to then move it to next weekend instead. And hopefully everything is good for that. And we are ready here with our epic match of the century with a ZVZ. And the one that is spawning down here on the bottom right side of the map, playing for none other than Team EVA. It is the Mr. Bar himself, Mars Bar. And on the top left, playing for Team Azura, it is Heroku, who has gone for a extractor trick. Hatchery at 15. Oh my god, is this... Oh my god, is he gonna do... Wait, another extractor trick? What is... Ooh. I think this is like one of the only ZVZ builds I think I actually know about. If they actually continue to do what I think they're doing. But they're not actually getting the gas. It's just gonna be the fast pool and hatch. There is the gas. Oh, another extractor trick. Jesus Christ. The triple extractor trick build. I've not seen this one, to be honest. But the hatchery does look like a normal hatch first timing, but it is slightly earlier, and it does have some earlier lings popping out. This is definitely an interesting build here. As we will now finally get the gas. Mars Bar back at home has been doing something relatively standard himself. Not really anything crazy going on over there. But it seems like Mr. Roku has expected something a little bit aggressive out of Mars here, but it has not actually happened. Curious what's going to end up happening if they decide to move this into something else, or if it's just going to be a macro build that was initially attempting to defend a cheese that might have happened. Mars Bar is making quite a few lings early on though here. Speed is on the way, continuing to mine the gas as well. And an extra set of lings will be made. A fast layer ends up being the choice for Heroku. And that ling just barely does not quite see that layer being morphed. This is interesting. Are we using this fast layer just for extra HP on the natural if we get Speedling busted? Because that's what's happening. We're getting Speedling busted. But, I mean, Heroku still has 0 actual units besides just these queens. And I don't know if 2 queens in a wall actually defend against this much stuff. Oh my god, the Overlord... Okay, no, this one's going to see it. Okay, I was going to say, the Overlord actually just barely missed it. But the ling speed is finished here. And we made more drones? What? Heroku has made more drones after seeing an entire army of lings come out. They're gonna try to back wall. They have no units. They're making a couple roaches right now. The banelings are coming in. We'll start to bust through. Oh my god, they attack the larva. Heroku has 0 units right now. Oh, we could have killed every single drone here, but we're attacking the queen. But I don't think it actually matters, because that's just going to die immediately. The drones are now getting completely surrounded by absolutely everything. The banelings could also morph right on top of them. We're now going after the roaches as more lings start to come across and will... Oh my god. Kill off the roach. We're on a huge baneling detonation. And... there are some roaches out, but we have 9 drones as Heroku right now. Making more, by the way. And there will be a GG. And so Mars Bar, surprisingly, taking a first game in a rather strange fashion. Because I feel like all the information for Heroku actually was there to make that defense. And yet... yeah. Very strange. Very nicely done, Mars Bar. Well played, Mars. These games are going extremely quickly here, though. On the bottom left. Taking the first game. It is Mars Bar. And on top right, playing for Team Azura, it is Heroku. I was just doing the MCAN Discord Hawk meme to Mars. I wasn't. There was actually no other motive behind that. Both players are playing boring. This is EVZ. I have nothing to talk about. What is this copy pasta in chat right now? Talk about random stuff. Would you rather cast EVZ or TVT? It's a great question. It's an awful question, but it is a great one as well. I feel like TVT for sure. Oh my god. I feel like TVT is definitely the answer there. Well, maybe not. Yeah, I double thought because of what Alutin just said as well. ZVZ at least has the opportunity to be very, very fast, whereas TVT has the great opportunity to be extremely, extremely long. But whenever it does get long, it's at least still pretty interesting, because like the tank marine position, like repositioning and stuff. I just like that, you know, like playing around the map and out positioning your opponent and like trying to stretch them thin and all that good stuff. It's like that one's I quite actually like watching that, and I kind of just can appreciate that. Whereas Zerg versus Zerg, it's just like everyone has infinite vision everywhere, and then it's just a move, and then you just pull Vipers into each other, and it's like blah. Well, Marsbar going for the classic Roach and Baneling build, where Heroku once again going for a fast wall off here, scouting some early Lings coming across the map into a fast Lair and Roach Warren. And oh wow, a huge amount of drones. It looks like Marsbar is actually canceling on that Baneling execute and instead making a huge round of drones. And wow, Heroku is getting by with literally a single Roach on hold position. And it seems like they will be doing a fast speed Roach +1 all-in of some sort. Marsbar back at home is only just getting his lair up. Not quite, oh, never mind. Now he's making some Roaches. I mean, Heroku's just keep making Roaches at this point. They are going for an expand, but yeah, I mean, more Roaches just enter the queue here, so I feel like we're just gonna have a huge Roach attack off of very little drones here. The fast speed will be seen. Marsbar is starting to make a bunch of Roaches of his own here, but the +1 advantage and the speed advantage will be quite critical here for Heroku whenever they do decide to go across the map. They're being very defensive with them for now, which is interesting. Both players do not want to make drones, by the way. Mars has had this third base for a while, but isn't actually mining from it. He's just using it for a bunch of extra production. Seems like neither player realizes that neither player is actually trying to attack, because now Heroku just makes a shit ton of drones after making a fuck ton of roaches. They're both just playing with so little information. Well, actually Mars is playing with so much information, but he's just reading it. So, okay, actually, what's actually happening is Heroku is playing with literally zero information and is just assuming that Mars is going to attack. And is just now sitting here. Whereas Mars is watching the situation and being like, oh, well, Heroku's going to attack, right? But actually, that's not the case. Heroku just doesn't want to die to something stupid early. And so then Mars was just responding to that by making more units. And so basically what we're watching is the fucking... We are watching the Cold War happen in real time. We're literally just watching the United States and Russia build up nukes because no one knows what the other player is going to do with them. +2 is just finished for Heroku, so that's a bit unfortunate here for Mars Bars. It's a bit of an anti-timing in that regard. Also kind of gets stuck there in the engagement with only a few units marching on forward. Lings will be able to backstab him to the third base, which is quite nice. Get a couple drones and even up the worker counts. Meanwhile, Mars is actually going right on in. A nice split away from the corrosive bile will keep those units healthy. Getting on top of the new Ravagers that just morphed as well is pretty good, but the reinforcements from Heroku making this a bit difficult for Mars to continue on. We'll back up with that, but does have a nice drone lead at this point. The +2 is going to be really impactful in these next few fights as well, though. So Mars has got to be a bit careful about that. Nice. Just want to show him who's boss a little bit. Get out of there, you know? Get out of my way. But now Heroku is on the warpath with plenty of Ravagers. The +2 is still not done for Mars Bar. And the Ravager count is actually quite low comparatively. There are a couple roaches making their way into the natural here, which is a bit strange. Just like the way that he did it was weird, but he is now pulling away. We'll try to target the Queen down first, but there's also a couple roaches for Mars Bar into the third base of Heroku as well. And Heroku's even walking away, so it's not even like it's difficult now for Mars to deal with the roaches in the natural, as they were not actually targeting drones this whole time either. So overall, this actually ends up being good for Mars, as it will let his +2 finish as well. And his army size is quite large right now. A solid 42 fucking roaches versus the 21 of Heroku is absolutely insane. Mars, make sure your +2 is finished. Okay, it does get down. Not all of Mars's units are together here, so it doesn't want to overcommit too much. Will be settled with going for a tech switch, going up into the layer tech, and double expanding like an absolute Giga Chad. Would love a couple more Ravagers so we could start killing off all these Overlords that are just sitting around the map. Would make the army movement much better to keep away. Oh, that's not gonna kill. You need 3. The late Spire transition out of Heroku as well is a bit interesting. Mars Bar is for some reason attacking again. Looking like he wants to draw the army away to hopefully get some stuff back in the third base, but it's not quite gonna happen here. Don't worry, Horizon. I don't know what's happening either. Well, here come the mutas. There is a Hydra Den, and it is getting upgrades. Only 2 mutas as... Actually, I'm so confused. Why is he only making 2 mutas? Is it just like a fake? Finally, we're killing off all these overlords in the middle, so that's very nice. Now we got a couple extra mutas here. Lurker Den going down as well. Smars really wants to transition here into the later stages, but Heroku is actually sitting on Lair Tech this whole time, and these mutas will probably catch Mars quite off guard. So he really is not... It's such a strange timing for these mutas to be popping out. And it's, for now, just the single muta deflecting every single roach on the ground here. And now here come the rest, as Heroku has found this as their opportunity to walk across the map. Some Hydras now in production for Mars to help defend these mutas. Uh-oh! His unit's actually getting split off here at the corner a little bit. Is a bit unfortunate. So the rest of Heroku's army will be able to find those. Runs right into the biles of Mars, though, which is pretty good for him. Unfortunately, all of the Hydras are not quite out. Oh, the splits from Mars are not quite there. And his army is getting overwhelmed as he's just got the much smaller army. The Muta Splash is dealing so much damage as well on all these weakened units after that huge corrosive bile hit. Unfortunately, Mars just has not gotten enough Hydras out at once. They're all trickling in one at a time and dying to the roaches on the bottom. The Mutas continue to be completely untouched, and Mars is falling apart now, with Heroku running rampant around his base. The random ass 12-minute Muta timing finding its value as Heroku once, yeah, just kind of, yeah, I don't know, monkey. Yes, congratulations. You did a terrible a terrible play and won and then BM'd with it. Very good job, Heroku. Very nicely done. Monkey indeed. So yeah, let's go back over to the desk so they can talk about that series instead of me, because I don't want to. How did you guys think of that amazing ZVZ?
It was interesting to say the least. I'm not sure what to talk about. Do you have anything to say, Frogos?
I really appreciate Heroku trying to do like the weirdest, most complicated Giga Brain build in game 1 to just not pay attention to the map and die to a bunch of links. I really like that. And also, we all know mutas are OP, and he just proves it. You know, 2 mutas, 7 mutas, 9 mutas, doesn't matter. As long as there's some mutas, you just mentally demolish your opponent and it's game over.
Yeah. That was the weirdest Muta's timing I've ever seen, I think, and it still worked, so I guess it's in there.
Yeah, I've never really seen the 12-minute Muta transition win the game, to be honest. That was definitely a surprise to me.
Well, what can you do when there's Cold War? You just gotta... It's like a nuke, you know? It's a nuke.
Yeah. I guess, so who's Heroku then in this scenario? Are they Russia? They're the ones that are likely going to use the nuke, right?
I think they are the Russians.
He's a mad
yeah.
scientist.
He's like a off, you know. He's a mad scientist, yeah.
Yeah, I guess so. Anyways, our next match is going to be Defi versus Shiny, which once again will have no Protoss in it. So yeah, this one will be hopefully a bit interesting here. What are you guys thinking is going to be happening in this amazing not Protoss match?
Well, at this point, I'm just gonna bet it's gonna be another 1-1. Probably good game since it's a fun matchup. Just let's hope he doesn't play like a madman like Ghost. But, I don't know how he plays his TVZ.
I really don't want this to be another 1-1. I'm gonna predict another 2-0 for Defi, and and I think this one is gonna come true though. Defi is like in a very good form, I feel like. And as much as I love Jinler Pink Wings and I'm rooting for them, I don't think Shiny can beat Defi at the moment. And
Damn.
I feel like Defi's probably gonna play like his 3CC build with bunches, but I would really love for him to do something cheesy. I need more cheese in this league.
Isn't Defi just like an ultimate Terran operator in TVP? Are they not like a cheeser in TVZ as well?
No, I don't think TVZ. In TVP, he's a Widow memes lover. Like, he'll drop memes on you all the time. But TVZ, I really... Oh, actually, he could 3 racks, yeah? He was, like, trying to do this 3 racks timing with, like, Combat Shield and Stim in TVZ, so maybe he'll play that as well.
Interesting. But you definitely think their form, his form is way better than Shiny's at the moment?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I feel like Defi is gonna outclass Shiny. I'm saying it every matchup. Like I said, it would be a class, but I think this one is the most likely one.
Nice, excellent. I'll be looking forward to the Shiny 2-0 then. Very nicely analyzed. Thank you very much, guys. We'll be back after we get through the series, and I'll get some more thoughts from you guys for now. See you later.
Yep.
All right. These 2 games will be replays, as they were not able to be here at the moment. Well, at least Steffi wasn't able to. So, yeah, we are going to go into these ones here. And see what goes down. As we have on the top left, playing for Team Eba, it is none other than Defi. And on the bottom right, forgetting which team they're on and using Iger's team color, it is none other than Shiny. Give me something interesting. Come on. I need something to talk about for the next 3 minutes. And it doesn't look like that's going to happen. And that makes me sad. Because now I have to think of something to talk about on my own. And to be honest, I'm feeling quite uncreative today. I don't really want to think right now. But, yeah. Both players are playing so normal, it's actually blowing my mind. It was the real reason there was no interview, because I didn't plan on doing it in the first place. No matter who won. Oh, nice. Yeah, we got a reactor and we got a second barracks. Sick. Something weird. What's it gonna mean? Let's find out. Will we have a third Rax? Will there be a third Rax? It is! Wow, okay. So Frogos was right. Something a bit cheeky. It is going to be a 3 Rax coming out of Defi here. Very interesting. So this is like super all in, I'm getting. Well, maybe not super all in, but it's just like... It's a bit all in, like, you know, you kind of have to get a lot of damage done with it and catch the opponent off guard, otherwise it's not really going to find much value. It's macro? Alright, never mind. I don't fucking know how this matchup works. Oops. Alright, we're moving out with the first few Marines, which is strange. We're just trying to bait things around. I do remember one time I watched Ryung do this, and like he just like kept just walking across the map with random amounts of units, and then somehow won while continually baiting the fuck out of the Zerg player and never actually committing to anything, until eventually he did. And he just won. Yeah, this little bait out... Oh, the Overlord sees it, though. This little bait out move gets a couple lings. Shiny did lose that Overlord and gets supply blocked, though. Alright, stem and combat shields are finishing, so that should mean definitely he's going to walk across the map to see if they can do anything here. Shiny's got some lings coming across out of the production tab, but the Baneling nest has only just started. So that's not at all going to be an option here for the defense, and this is a lot of stemmed Marines with combat shields going right into the third base here, with not all the rest of the lings out of the eggs quite yet, and the first few will just absolutely get melted as they start to stream in one by one, doing very little damage to this Marine clump, as all of the queens will get picked off as well. And now this third base has been totally abandoned, essentially. And the train... Oh my god! Jesus Christ. It actually survives, as all those Marines just stemmed one last time and lost all of their life. I don't really know who's in a better spot after that. That doesn't seem like it was great for Shiny, but it also doesn't seem like it was great for Def V. So... yeah. I feel like that has to favor Def V, though. Especially because they could easily just come back here and one-tap this hatchery at any point. You know what I want to see him do? I want to see him load up these tanks into a medevac and drop them up here. And then kill the hatchery. Just walking straight across is also a possibility, though. As it seems like that will be the choice here, as expected. Medevac's boosting on over to catch up. Extra barracks coming in with this third CC finishing as well, +1. We'll be finishing in the middle of the fight, not quite at the start yet. Looks like they're just waiting for that to finish up first. I mean, this hatchery is so low. It's so tempting to just try to dive in there and try to kill it off, but there is a decent Baneling force out now for Shiny. Queen count has also been replenished, so it's not exactly something we can just run in here as Def V. But just kind of continuing to threaten this is still a good move here, even though we're not trying to actually attack, because it's going to continue to force Shiny to make as many units as possible. Thus making a macro game much easier for Def V. With the drone and SCV count being identical at this point. Fourth base is not even mining for Shiny right now. So I think Shiny definitely thinks that this push up at the front here is a lot more committed and a lot larger than it actually is. we'll just now go for a counterattack, which will catch some reinforcements for free, which is quite nice, and we'll also be able to get on top of these SCVs. So this is definitely a very good move, as their drone count just increased as well with a big round behind it, and a second one also joining the fray here. As the reinforcing Marines are not actually attacking. We're focusing too much up at the front as Defi here, and so these slings have still gone completely unaccounted for. Defi has made a critical error in how they've decided to deal with this setup here. I feel like they Defi easily could have just walked back home with a few more units, or just, I don't know, anything. Just let this sit here, or maybe move some stuff back and boost around with a medevac at least, or just make sure that this counterattack does not deal that much damage. I feel like Defi was in a very good spot up until that counterattack happened. And now this little army up here, while it does have a lot of tanks and liberators, it doesn't really look that scary. Oh my, we're just gonna try to YOLO out of the hatchery. It actually works. Shiny was not paying attention. Alright, well, that's one way to get yourself back in the game a little bit here. I don't really get why Defi is, like, still just sitting here the whole time. Like, at that point, you've killed the hatchery. I don't know, just... At this point, why not just go home? And then, like, maybe threaten something else, like, boost... Like, put stuff in the medevac and send it around while you go over here and, like, clear a creep or something, or... I don't know. Like, what is this... What are we actually doing here? Because we're not reinforcing it. We never have for a while now. Eventually, Shiny will realize that and just kind of surround it and kill it, I feel like. And then we've lost a lot of units. But if we bring everything home, we also just deal with these counterattacks much better. We've actually killed the hatchery again, though, which is... Does Shiny realize that this attack is not actually being reinforced at all? I don't think they do. I feel like Shiny is just taking the bait way too hard here, when we really shouldn't be. Just kill the creep. Oh. Alright, well, this group of Marines is going to walk right into the army of Shiny here. And we'll do essentially nothing. Like, why not move the Liberators to maybe do some, like, harassment? Why not, like, boost the medevac wherever the medevac went and go into the main? Like, I'm so confused. Like, why are we I don't get it. I don't get it. Alright, one Liberator at least went down to the bottom left to get some stuff, so that's good. We are now using that to clear up the creep over on the higher ground here, as Shiny is probably still confused as to why this army is still sitting here. How many medevacs are there? There's literally only one medevac. What the hell? We have 72 Marines and one fucking medevac. How's that even possible? It's gonna die to a spore crawler. We have no medevacs on the field right now. There's only been 4 produced in the entire game. This is an interesting one, to say the least. We've got a fuck ton of Liberators and a fuck ton of tanks. And we are maxed out with not a single medevac. Some pools are getting now put into the mix here with the Vipers, which is doing very good, picking off a lot of these key units, which Defi has put a lot of investment into. This army is still here for some reason. And we're still not making any more medevacs, even though we've got 75 Marines. Finally, Shiny has realized that this army on the right has not been reinforced whatsoever and will finally kill all of it. The Marines on the left side are going to try to do something, but without any medevacs to help them, it's going to be a little hard for them to actually do anything except clear some creep. Oh, they're going to stim once, and that's going to be it for them. Bye-bye, Marines. I'm so confused. I couldn't be more confused than I am right now. I feel like this game could have ended 5 minutes ago, and if Defi just, instead of making only Liberators and just sitting on this right side the whole time, just made more medevacs and just attacked both sides at the same time. But instead we just decided to sit here with a bunch of Liberators. And now we're in this weird spot where we just have tanks and Liberators and now finally Ghosts. And some Vikings too. Shiny should be taking all of these bases, I feel like. But they're going to try to go into the bottom left side, as some lurkers are on the field as well. The Banelings, unfortunately, instead of going towards the SCVs, will go towards the Marines and die. Not the greatest execute on that attack there by Shiny. I think that could have gone a lot better if we sent those Banelings to the left side. Could have easily killed all of the SCVs, and potentially also the Planetary. While the lurkers then would have dealt with the Marines trying to stem down the ramp there. Oh, what the fuck are these queens doing here? That's what we call a mistake. As the buy was, oh no! Oh no, he misclicked! Oh, if only we had some medevacs to be able to lift everything up and heal them. Oh, uh-oh. Now the stuff on the left is getting pulled on in and killed as well. This is the scrappiest fucking game. What? These have been idle this whole time. There we go. Yo, it's so weird after you observe in the zoomed out view for like a long time without remembering to put it back, and you put it back and the game literally feels gigantic. I feel so zoomed in right now. Why do all the units look huge? Alright, well. Yeah, Defi's gonna just keep sitting here and making more planetaries and orbitals and liberators and tanks and ghosts. Trying to play like Maru without any of the counterattacks or anything. Or without any of the good trades. Some creep getting cleared, some tanks getting misrallied and killed. I would have loved if Shiny just goes right up into the natural here and kills all the production. Oh, Ghosts getting caught, that's bad. Some got loaded up into the medevacs though, so that's good. But yeah, this entire side of the map is just so rent-free. We could, yeah, there we go. Nice. Yes, 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 yes. Just send it all over here. Just get right up on top of all that production in the main. Yep, 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 yep. I know what I'm talking about. One Liberator doesn't defend against the whole army. Would love it if only would have loved it if like a group of Banes or something was left on the bottom here so we could just run right into the fourth. But it doesn't actually look like Deafy's moving everything. Instead, they're just gonna leave the game and die. Very nicely done by Shiny to keep it all together there. Once again, proving that my analysts have no fucking idea what they're talking about. Oh, I clicked on the wrong game. Fuck. Next season, we need to track every Gemini analyst prediction. Here's the thing, though. I never make predictions. It's only my analysts. I put all the burden and responsibility on the other people that are not used to being on camera or stream, and I don't take any responsibility myself. See, that's how you do it. Anyway, top left, Deafy. Bottom right, Shiny. Awesome. Cool. What do we got to talk about for the next 3 minutes? Oi! Will Deafy try something a little bit more Ched today in this this game? So far, it doesn't look like it. I feel like we need to see a build. I want to see a build. Give me some kind of a build. Alright. There's a reactor first, again. Is it just going to be another 3 racks? Bro, it's going to be another 3 racks. What the fuck? Deafy saw how well he threw the first game and was like, you know what? I could do even better. Let me try to throw even faster. Let's try the same thing. What kind of follow-up are we gonna have? Are we gonna just make an army and just sit it on an island for 10 minutes in the game? And then not capitalize on the fact that we've killed a shit ton of queens and lings and then the third hatch twice? And just sit there on our butts the whole time? Or are we going to maybe ramp it up a little bit? Let's find out. Here comes the 6th Marine move out. I didn't check if that Overlord saw it or not, but a couple extra lings are being made, so I imagine it did. So yeah, this shouldn't really do anything. I don't think Shiny is going to take the bait too much here. Will we get a scan for creep? Nope. Nope. Wow, I'm watching the same exact game. Alright, here comes the actual move out. Is Shiny going to be more prepared this time is the question. That Overlord kill is actually going to be a nasty supply block here, but a couple more Overlords are actually about to pop, so it actually doesn't matter. We don't have an early Baneling nest. It's just going to be the Lings and Queens again. We'll see if this ends up going better. For Shiny this time, as the Marines will stim on up here. The drones are not pulled this time, so that's going to get a bit dicey here, as the drones will fall, and the third base yet again is looking to be under trouble, but... What? 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 I don't get it. I mean, yeah, he's overstimmed, but... I mean, okay. So he does keep the Marines alive, which will make the next follow-up push even stronger, as they will not be dead this time. So that is one thing here. Oh my god, and we're gonna have a medevac drop. Holy shit, but we boosted the medevacs before any of the units were actually in them, so now we just have to walk them across slowly. Marines on the right side committing a little bit too far, and we'll get totally surrounded. So while we didn't quite suicide them to kill the third, we just suicided them to kill a couple creep tumors instead. So yeah, it was looking like it was going to be not bad, but we decided to do the two-prong attack with only one of the prongs. And now we're doing it with only one of the prongs yet again into this third base, but it won't actually be scouted here. And so they will actually get on top, but there's a shit ton of queens. There's no way that hatchery will die. The tanks and liberators are still coming out though, as we are on the 4 medevac count. That was the only amount of medevacs that was made last game as well, until about 12 or about 10 minutes into the game, or even later than that actually. So we'll see if Defi decides to continue making medevacs or just keeps making only liberators again and then doesn't do anything. We will have the double prong medevac drop happening though. And we are waiting for both prongs this time. So that has much more potential here. But it seems like Heroku maybe is sniffing something out. Shiny, sorry. I don't know why. You guys are just the same person in my head. You both have anime profile pictures and you both play Zerg. And you both are on the same team. Alright. Nice little catch over here. We'll kill this off is good. Would love this to go into the main at this point. To just continue to stretch Shiny as thin as possible. But we've instead forgotten about it. And now that this micro's done, let's go to this micro. There it is. Alright, gonna stim up over here. Let's get some micro on this side here. Yep, stim forward, A move, yep. Alright, snipe, back up, alright, move away. Alright, back up here now. Soon after, in about 3, 2, 1. Oh, he selected it. Oh, okay, too much. Nope, we want to move the whole army this time. I mean, this army is looking way beefier this time, but I still would have loved it if there was just more than just 4 fucking medevacs. But we're just gonna group it up with the army down here from the drop. And it seemed like Shiny wasn't quite prepared for this one here, as that's a lot of fucking units suddenly on their front base. Front door, I should say. As the double drop will go over to the top side now as well to help deal with that, and the Queens are getting stuck underneath the Liberators. Baneling's trying to clear out some of the Marines, but it's not working. The rest of the entire army actually got thrown over to deal with the medevac drop. Which I actually don't even really hate, because this is mostly just mostly just tanks and Liberators, which can't easily move up to kill this third base, so... it was actually not that bad for a second there. But now we have to make sure this hatch doesn't die. Nice, we'll do that. Almost kills off that medevac. But we still have a lot of bases. As Shiny. But this position is so freaking hard to dislodge. It's so choked up here. And we're still just making Liberators. We've got 5. We're gonna have 6, 7. I mean, do we really need that many? Why not just a few more medevacs, you know? I mean, just kill the base. Thank you. Alright. The one medevac doing their best to heal up that fucking 20 Marine force right there, all by them lonesomes. And Shiny gives up the base. Finds the units over on the top, will kill them off, so now those medevacs actually, that actually might help Defi, as that's gonna just bring the medevacs back to the army and heal those up. Ling suiciding their lives. Ghost Academy and a lot of extra factories. Very interesting. What's it gonna mean? Alright, Defi's finally pushing forward here as the entire army of Shiny is trying to get underneath the Liberators, and they're actually gonna do that because the Marines are forced to run away from all these Banelings. And Defi takes the worst fucking fight that I think I have ever seen in this matchup. And now we are making more medevacs. So, yeah, I mean, the Liberators just went forward. There was nothing underneath to actually protect them, because I believe the tanks were not even sieged up yet again. And, I mean, Marines can't exactly fight underneath Liberators when a million Banelings are running towards them with only 2 medevacs up in the sky to heal them, so... that was not great from Defi. This is pretty good, though. We'll be able to kill this base off, but are going to get surrounded with the Banes and Lings yet again. A lift up will come into play, but there's not many units left on the ground still again, as the Liberators are also just defending nothing. And Defi is now left with so few units, and half of them are in medevacs, slowly dropping out on top of Banelings. Defi finally set up his 4th base, but is now just set back right down onto 3 yet again. I mean, I don't know what it is, man, but Defi just doesn't want to end the game. Like, he gets, like, an insane position, he has a huge army, he goes for an attack, and then he just doesn't want to actually go any further. And he just kind of sits there. Until eventually the Zerg is like, wait a minute. I don't actually need to attack you. Here come the Vipers now as well to start yoinking in all these tanks. Which is it's a triple factory tank production, by the way, so that's gonna make this a little awkward for Shiny to try to actually attack into if we don't get a good, some good pulls or some good blinding clouds. And all these orbitals are also gonna make it pretty annoying. The counterattack is the choice. I do like it. Trying to go into both sides here. Killing off all of the SCVs at the top, which is very nice, but losing all of our banelings to the tanks over on the bottom left. Oh my god, we're killing every single fucking SCV. Literally all that Defi has are the tanks. We have a fuck ton of tanks and nothing else. And there's the GG. As Shiny will take the series 2-0. Putting Team Azura very far up in this team league for now. And yet again, my analysts have no fucking idea what they're talking about.
Well, you can't blame us, right? Like, I don't know. I thought Defi's better. I'm very disappointed. Just pure disappointment.
No, I mean, he had good build, but I think you just underestimated his opponent, who did the mega base build. It was two good games, I think.
Yeah.
Just very surprising move on the first one. Like, he stayed on only one factory too long. The second one, he did triple factory, but then died to a very big A move at some point.
Yeah, it's just so simple, right? First game, we tried doing some damage. We did some damage. We almost killed the hatch. Then we went up for a little bit. Then we started trying to transition. But our transition was half, right? So we still have Marines. We still have Liberators. And we have a few Ghosts. So we're not really sure what we're doing. We're not meching yet. We don't have Tors. We don't have Medis to kick up the Ghosts. We don't have Hellbats. And we're just sitting there and doing nothing on 4 bases. So I don't know, maybe Defi thought he's a better player and he can just turtle to win. But the Zerg is very, very strong. And the second game,
when you're not a pro, turtling doesn't work that well.
The second game was just him trying, like, going Afk again, and then maybe he realized that he gave Zerg so much time, so he tried to push with both libs and tanks at once. But then this is it, like a move. You don't set up properly, you just get moved. And wow, Shiny played very well.
And he also did that very weird thing in the second game. Like, he had the opportunity to kill the hatch, I think, and then he just left for no reason, I think.
Yeah.
It was just very, very, very weird to me.
I'm so disappointed. I expected some more, like doing the same build twice. So very confident, but come on, just do something different, do some Reapers, do some nukes, like something different.
Yeah, I mean, the versatility wasn't quite there this series, but I feel like that's not really... I don't think that ended up really being the problem, as I feel like the decision-making was and the execution was more what needed to be improved there.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, yeah, Shiny doing their best to defend what they could. I think there was a lot of mistakes from Defi's side, but Shiny, deciding to not just leave the game immediately and just not even try is a good thing in general to do. So
yeah, definitely. Well, I'm never gonna predict anything again. Everything I predicted is the other way around.
There is no point to try anymore.
I mean, I called it, didn't I not? I was
True,
like, yeah.
You did actually.
I guess we're gonna. So yeah, now we're gonna be going into Eba versus Azura. And Eba will be off racing. because his MMR is too high. He will not be playing Zuri at all in this in any of these seasons.
All right.
So yeah, he will be off racing. So there's actually a decent chance here for Azura's team to end it and close it out with a swift 2-0 here. But last time we were kind of thinking that, and it ended up just not going that way whatsoever, and Iba just kind of face rolled Azura. So yeah, I don't know. What are we thinking here, New Horizons?
I think Iba is. It's hard to tell because on mechanical level, obviously Iba is better. But if Azura made or at least prepare some good builds, it could be very quick too. What are the maps for this one?
Royal Blood is the first map.
Royal Blood. Okay. Well, it's a good map if you want to cheat because there is no high ground for the natural. So
yeah,
any kind of proxy stuff will just kill Iba straight up. Or I'm saying this, but maybe Iba will proxy as well.
Yeah, I mean Iba did a proxy Rax in the first game last time, so nice. It was on this map too, actually. So that's definitely a possibility again if they want to throw that up. I don't think Iba's gonna do that again. I would be actually kind of amazed. I mean, maybe he will, but yeah, it was definitely it was very close actually. Azura like almost barely held it. It was kind of crazy, but yeah. I feel like Azura will need to maybe respect Iba's off races a little bit more this game than he did last time.
Right, we'll see.
I think it's gonna be hard for Iba this time. I feel like maybe he showed a bit of what he's doing in the last time he played against Azura. So Azura will be more like careful about these things. But also at the same time, I think like Iba has some very, very nasty builds hidden in his pocket. And I'm gonna predict 2-0 for Azura because I know it's gonna be 2-0 for Iba. So we're gonna have a longer series. So yeah, 2-0 Azura, I think.
Using some sick reverse psychology here. I like it.
I know, right?
That's how we should play it.
That is so funny.
Anyway, I'm gonna call Iba winning 2-0 for the same reason because I want Azura to win 2-0.
What? You're nullifying my thing, yeah?
So basically it's gonna be a 1-1 is what we're saying.
God damn it, okay.
Probably too. Which is still good for us because it will put Jin Lair in a nice match point position.
Yeah, they would. Yeah, it would still put them in a good spot, and then it's up to Angrath, who's been on a hot streak, to end it all out. I mean, he demolished Ardent last time, so I feel like if Azura, or sorry, Iba, can just get at least one game, then I think this is actually going to start to swing right back over to Iba's team a little bit here. Because, yeah, I think Aang is very favored in that Ardent matchup.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm just buying time, by the way, because Eva's AFK.
I feel like Angrath might get nervous, right? I don't want Angrath to get nervous, because if he does, well, then we might be in trouble, right? Ardent probably will have no pressure on himself, so he might just go and do it. He might just go and 2-0 Angrath as a revenge. This is the revenge story.
It's funny that the Low Diamond match is the last one. We are basically sure to have a shit show.
But yeah, this is the game I was looking most forward to.
What, the Azura Eva one or the Angrath Ardent one?
No, actually Angrath, yeah.
No, yeah, I agree. I want to see more of that memery. I want to see what happens. I need to see the development of what's going on here. Like, is Ardent has Ardent planned something else to hit before Angrath's garbage? Like, are they just going to be infinitely? Are we going to get so far ahead of this where they're both trying to preempt each other's shitty ass early cheeses that we're just going to end up with both of them pro brushing each other in the games?
Yes,
that's I feel like that's where we're heading almost if with this.
We're gonna see Angrath watching Harstem's videos where he's pro brushing and doing that.
I really want to see what happens here, but for now we're gonna have to sit with the the Azura Eba game, which Eba's still not back. They said he needed a couple minutes 6 minutes ago. Here we go. Finally. Jesus Christ. 13-year-old moment. My God. His fucking mom came in and be like, yeah, Liz, my grandma showed up from no. Oh, that's so good. All right. Thank you guys. I'll be back with you soon to see where we are. Maybe the series will be over. Maybe it won't. But yeah, I'll see you guys soon.
See you.
All right. Here we go. Into the captain's match. And it will be Eba choosing Terran to start it off. As people start messaging me on Kakao. All right. On the bottom left-hand side of the map, playing for Team Azura, it is none other than Azura. And on the top right, playing for Team Eba, it's a 13-year-old kid, Eba. So yeah, last time they played on this map in this last match, Eba did go for a proxy Rax. Doesn't look like that's going to be the case this time, as they will, Eba will just be playing quite normal. What? Eba's grandma doesn't speak English? What? How does he communicate with his what? Isn't he British? Holy shit, it's a double gas opener from Azura. Holy shit. And we're proxying a pylon down in the bottom corner. Oh, he's Swedish? Oh, I had no idea. I mean, I literally just didn't know. I don't know. I know he's from England, and then I mean, it's a pretty decent assumption to think that if you're from England, your whole family is also from England and speaks English. Sorry, guys, didn't know that part of the Eba lore here. All right, calm down. Eba is actually sending out an SCV to proxy something here. It looks like it's going to be a proxied factory or starport. Or they're scouting. Wait, did they... Oh, wait, no, he's just scouting. Sorry. He sees the double gas and he's scouting. Sorry, I didn't realize he had an SCV over here. But, yeah, he's looking for what is going to be this proxy Twilight Council in a very strange spot. Curious what Azura is going to go for with this one. But overall, I did feel like Eba in general, or Azura in general, this series is going to be more favored than last time. Because I feel like he was maybe not really respecting Eba's off races as much as he should have. Oh my god, it's actually going to get scouted. We scout the Twilight Council, so that's actually going to be huge. The Reapers, a little bit ignored, but it doesn't matter because they're fast as fuck. What the hell? And we're expanding to the gold base. Jesus Christ. But that's also going to get scouted immediately. Alright. So yeah. I was going to say, Azura overall, I felt like wasn't respecting Eba's off races and then just kind of died 2-0 last time. But this time would be coming in with a little bit more preparation and respect. And just be like, yeah, you know what? I'm better than you. I'm just going to fuck you up with some random ass Protoss shit because you don't know how to deal with this. And that's what is happening, but it's gotten immediately scouted on both ends here. But, well, okay. I spelled language wrong. Lanu Gage. How did I type it out that badly? Whatever. Anyways, Iba is really thinking this is going to be a huge attack, which, I mean, it is going to be 4 gateways, so it will be a kind of a big attack, but it's still the gold base, so it's like he needs to expand. Minor typo spotted. I mean, I don't know what Azura is going to be able to do with this necessarily. It is a tank. He is not going to have high ground vision either. So that tank is going to be really annoying. The second one's going to be out very soon here too, so I don't really think there's going to be much damage that can be done so far. But Azura is just going to kind of probe up a little bit. Would love to just see a really fast third, to be honest, because Iba is just really like, Iba is scared. Iba, you know, it's just him and his grandma at home. He doesn't know what's going on in this game. He's playing a different race. He's scouted a bunch of random crap. He doesn't understand. He's scared, you know? He needs his Grammy to come in and make him a nice warm cup of tea. Talk to him in a different language that he doesn't understand. Azura should have just expanded so fast here. Because Iba is not going to be attacking anytime soon. Looks like he's gonna rush Storm, though. Which I don't necessarily hate. I kind of like it, actually. I think Azura is just kind of is assuming that Iba will just try to go for one big attack, and then he's just trying to absolutely dumpster it. Which, yeah, I don't really mind this, actually. But, at the same time, what if we had just expanded super fast, like the moment that we got scouted and we immediately saw that Iba was being defensive and hadn't even gotten their natural yet? No, the fast storm is smart. That is absolutely the correct play if you were going for that fast of a Templar Archives. Going for Archons in this situation would be so useless. No, I think this is still fine. Like, this is still one way you can do it. I personally also would have, I think I would have just enjoyed the third in general. Just, again, because you saw the fact that the CC was only just landing. So it's like, alright, just immediately go straight for a third base and just crank out a bunch of shit. But this is also still fine, because we now have Storm out, we have a Prism with Templar in it. So the moment that Iba tries to walk across the map, you just, bam, Storm drop the fucking Marines, and you can't do anything. If he doesn't attack, then boom, Storm drop the SCVs. He has no economy. This little drop here is going to try to do something, but it did get scouted quite early, and now here come the Stormers. We'll be able to delete this off of the map. He doesn't quite have enough Stormers for yet another drop on the army, though, so this is actually very risky. Wow, blinks onto them, though. That was insane. Ends up being totally fine for him. The Warp Prism, though, I highly disagree with this. Please move away, Azura. That is insane to try and go for that after you have now no Storms. Your opponent is on 2 bases. You are about to have 3. This is so unnecessary from Azura right now, but he's gonna go for it anyway. The Storm energy is still not there. He's just feedbacking, but it looks like, I mean, yeah, I don't like this. The medevac is still alive on the left as well. That never actually got fully cleared up. And so now it's going over to the third, the whatever you call it, the gold base. Iba also going a little too far forward over there. I mean, this was going perfectly fine for Azura until he just, for no reason, inted into a 2-base turtling Terran. Oh! Wow, I can't believe. Literally 1 health, that's insane. Up! Run away! Locke, I think you're just wrong. I think you're literally just wrong. This game was going totally fine for Azura. Like, there's no way that, Eba was going to be able to walk on the map safely with storm drops constantly on him with no ghost tech. But now, it's like, well, we just inted a bunch of shit, we lost all our probes. Do we even have any stormers right now? We've got 2. They're not even in a prism anymore because the prism also just inted itself and died. So now we're just in an awful spot. Oh my god, the libs as well. Oh, this is awful. This is so bad for Azura. This is super bad. He's not dealing with this at all. He can't even get on top of this army. The lib and the marine. Oh no, he just barely doesn't get it close enough. It's so funny looking. Army is back over here. We'll be trying to chase these units down. Does do so. Runs into the Widow Mines though. These are actually getting cleared up, but I mean the army back at home for Eva is looking very good as the Cloak Widow Mines are out. The drop-in Liberator in the main is finally getting dealt with the super battery. As Azura tries to walk into the main, or sorry, to the third base over here. Zealots are doing something. They're dying. Oh my god, he's gonna drop on top of the Templar and try to snipe them after getting some nice tank volleys. We'll be able to get one of them. That's sick, actually. I mean, that was literally like half. That was literally half of Azura's splash damage right there. Oh my god. Not worth money-wise? Bro, Eba's up so much fucking money and supply. That doesn't matter. Locke, what the fuck? Shut up. You were backseat casting so hard. Look, there's only one Templar of energy right now. And it's gonna get one storm, and then it's gonna die. Wow, nice. Now he's surrounded. It's almost like picking off that other Templar for basically free was totally fine. And 100% worth it. Alright, here comes the main push. Would be nice if Eva just groups everything together here and goes for it, because this is not a lot of Protoss. What was that? Was that a zealot? It was a High Templar. No, that's the thing though. I thought it was a High Templar, but I don't think it was. It like definitely, the model looked like it for a second, but I don't think it was. It was? Wow. I don't know what the fuck was that thing doing there? Colossus underneath the super battery. We needed a nuke to be able to kill them. Disruptor shot, actually huge. Alright, Eba can't really find anything here. Surprisingly. Some zealots found their way around the army. We'll be trying to get into a mineral line. god! Oh my god! I was about to say, they're about to get into a mineral line and try to distract Iba, but I didn't really think it was actually gonna distract him that much. That it was actually gonna let 2 full-sized balls erupt in his face. Jesus Christ, I mean, that does put Azura back in it a little bit. He's still down, still in a bad spot, his upgrades are garbage, his economy is not even. But that at least evens up the supplies here. The army supplies, at least. GG Protoss play, yeah. I mean, it was an outplay for sure, as Iba completely got outskilled in that moment. Zealots once again going into the natural, bringing the entire Terran army back to deal with it. Giving Azura some position to move out on the map here, try to get on top of this planetary. We'll try to do so, and the Observer giving vision to know that the units coming back can get zoned away by the Disruptors. Not much to have done there, though, as the SCV repair is extremely strong. This is a lot of balls. There are a lot of balls on the map right now. Wow, one ghost actually dying there. Another ball shot, go! Ball shot, go! Nope. Oh, the storm. Oh, that was a weird storm. Yikers.
Game.
Oh, it's Grandma. Oh, nope, it's Hockey's apparently. What? We need to get some, re-changing of the Hockeys here from Iba. Something apparently has gone wrong.
Game resumed.
All right. Luckily, that was not in the middle of a fight or anything. I would just like to remind everybody that this game started with a proxy Twilight Council into a gold base. And now here we are. Can the balls prevail? You know, I have never in my entire life killed these rocks before. Either of these rocks never have I even shot at once. Has anyone ever killed those? Whoa! Whoa! The flank ruptors. That was kind of sick, actually. Azura's army size is now quite hefty, and the ball count is just actually insane. What the fuck? It's at 13. We have more disruptors than we do charge lots. Blinks forward onto the planetary. Very ballsy, as there's a shit ton of fucking Widow Mines here as well. None of the disruptors are close enough to destroy the SCVs either, so that's actually just a strange move by Azura. The Viking count is massive from Eba, and they're actually useless. The Colossi are just not even partaking in this battle. The Disruptors... Oh my god. I mean, he just used so many... The rest of the army is not trying to go to defend them! Azura! Oh my god, I can't believe he actually gets away with all of those. That's insane. Oh, another ball. Oof. I mean, yeah, this game is anyone's at this point. The upgrade lead is absolutely gargantuan for Eba, but... I mean, when you have this many balls... It doesn't always matter. Eba is trying to outposition as best he can, gets a scan and finds his way sprinting to the left side of the map here. Few balls will be disregarded for now, but the flank is attempted here for Azura. Picks off a couple of reinforcing Liberators. As the rest of the army, oh my god, it's completely segmented from all these Liberators, so we can easily jump on top of those and kill them off. And the balls are not in contention from the army. It's gonna get on top of the bio. Oh my god. Eba's army is so stimmed. And all those Liberators have just died right when the Liberator range is about to king. But we've got so many starports, we're actually making 6 of them back at a time. Holy shit. Something just died over there. Blinks forward, kills off a few Liberators. Pretty nice. Disruptor Ball is going out right afterwards. I mean, our entire game plan is dependent on these balls right now. Oh my god, he's trying to go for a surround, but they got scanned. It's gonna take quite a while for them to get over there as well, and it's going into enemy territory. Will it actually work? Oh my god, they get off on all the army! But a lot of the units drop off on top of them. And so a lot of balls do get killed off, and unfortunately the Liberators were not properly sniped. So the position still remains here for Eba. We're down to only 5 balls after that, when we had like 13 right there. The Viking count is still gargantuan though, and there's literally 1 Colossus out. So those are very useless right now for Eba, so the supplies are very misleading right now. But oh my god, these Liberators are just so brutal to try and deal with. It's so hard to get underneath all of those. The ball count is diminishing extremely rapidly. Oh no, we need to move around here as Azura. Get behind these Liberators somehow. I think Eba's done it. He has found the hole in the defense as the balls... Well, the last one actually goes too far. I mean, Eba's economy is just insane right now. Base is all over the place. We're going into the main. Azura's gonna try to base race, but this is an almost hopeless situation for him. 1 ball to end it all. Doesn't quite do it. I mean, we're barely even killing a base here as Azura. This is not going good. Some DTs have been thrown into the mix as well, but again, it doesn't really matter.
Game paused.
Even what the fuck? Oh my god. That is just insane. Oh. Just kidding, sorry. 3, 2, 1.
Game resumed.
Alright. After that amazing pause, Azura is still dead. The scan is not even going to be able to deal with these DTs here. I mean, sorry, I meant literally the opposite of what I said. Even the scans will be able to deal with the DTs here, as there's plenty of them left. So not even the DTs will be able to find any damage. And yeah, Azura is in full copium mode right now. God fucking damn it. Oh my lord. That was insane. It doesn't matter, but it was insane. As Eva will take the first match. Which, like we said earlier, puts Team Eva in actually a pretty good spot. Because if we can just get if we can just get to Angrath's match, Angrath has a very good opportunity to close it out for him. As long as Eva was able to get one map here and prevent Azura from 2-0ing and ending it. Azura is blaming Zaun builds, saying that they're bad. Azura yet again picking Ancient as his map pick. Eva is yet again not accepting. My friends are having an amazingly juicy conversation in the group chats, and I'm finding entertainment from reading it. Among Us after the games. Amogus. Amogus. Grandma is changing Eva's hotkeys yet again, I agree. Said Azura. Oh, come on, Eva. Thank you. She was asking for oil. The grandma wanted oil. Interesting. All right, here we go. Another Terran match for Eva here. Not going to be bringing out the Protoss Colossus build again like he won with last time in the second game. 13-year-old Momenti.
Game.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Ay, ay, ay. Overlay. Oh, you can't see all of this. Thank you. This has been what's happening. This is what's been happening. Three, two, one. Wee. Alright. So, top right, Azura. Bottom left, Eba. And Azura is sending a very fast probe scout on the map. Checking for a possible proxy. And will now be harassing the workers. Sorry, there's a lot of good stuff happening over here. Anyways, Azura almost killing an SCV, actually. I think he could have even turned around and killed that if Eba wasn't paying attention closely. It was it was following him first, and I think he had enough health to get a 2-shot onto it before anything else got to it. He probably could have killed it. Azura going for a more normal opener this time. Eba not, however. Because the probe will... finally die. Oh my god, it's a proxy command center. What the fuck? That's not what I thought was gonna happen. What? I was about to say, he's gonna do fucking 3cc. Oh my god. Kind of a based build, not gonna lie. For the situation he's in, this is actually kind of a decent build. Adept will see no natural. We'll start to get a little bit scared. As the Robo will follow. Before Blink upgrade is being researched. Because we are a bit scared of a little bit of the Cloak Widow Mines right now, I imagine. But it is actually a third command center. There's the batteries getting placed down in case of some Reaper Hellion or tank push shenanigans. I would actually be not surprised if we start charge here even. Oh dude, Azura is absolutely eating dirt. Oh, it's a fast Dark Shrine. Oh, he's going for a DT drop. Okay, that makes more sense. Wait, what? Eba! What? What are we doing? What the? What? What the fuck? Why? Did he find it? No, he didn't. What the hell? What the fuck? This makes no sense. I have no idea. He literally could have mined out this whole base without Azura ever knowing. Instead, he's wasting all of his time coming all the way back over here. And Azura's gonna have no fucking idea. The DT shrine is done. There's been no warp prism made though, as it was totally defensive, as he 100% thought he was just being all in and just was on the fly doing something. I mean, Eva's still gonna be in a pretty decent spot considering he's got 3 CC, but I mean, he wasted quite a lot of the mining time. Very strange. Azura... that didn't go deep enough, I think, to actually see that this wasn't this. So I don't think Azura actually realizes it's 3 CC yet. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I know. That's from the first scout. So, like, he doesn't know that that wasn't the one that got lifted off. He thinks that this was the one that was in the main, I'm pretty sure. But, now we're actually with DTs in our natural. That will get killed off, though, as it is not a drop, so it can't get lifted up. Proxy Pylon. Going straight into the Robo Bay. I like it. The balls were definitely what was keeping us in the game last time, so why not go right towards them yet again? Oh no, the DT revealed itself. I mean, Azura's army is minuscule. I don't think we can defend this third base at all. We have literally less than 10 units on the field right now. Oh, Iba. He doesn't realize. He doesn't realize. Forgot to change that. Wow, that got scouted? What the hell? Oh, pain. Oh my god, he doesn't have stim. Holy shit, you're right. Alright, that explains it. There's not even a third here, though. I don't even think he needs stim. Well, now there's some zealots here, so I think this is still not good now. Yeah, so if Evo had stim, that would have literally ended the game, but now he doesn't, so it's gonna go on. Alright, this Blink Stalker attack is actually pretty good. Randomly just threads the needle between Eba's army, and we'll get in to kill a bunch of SCV. Well, he actually totally misclicked all of that and didn't kill 3 more, so he only killed 2 and had to recall, so it actually wasn't that good. Oh, a big drop. A big drop. Whop. Does not get scouted. Azura doesn't have that much vision on the map right now. Trying to get as much as he can right now with the extra zealots running around. The disruptor's even trying its best. Oh, this is a big drop. 2 medevacs on each side. Oh, just barely doesn't get seen. On the right as well, just barely scooting by. couldn't get much unluckier for Azura there. As both of these drops will start to deal the damage that they can. It's gonna try to go for the 4th base, we'll just go over to the main. I feel like that makes it a little bit easier for Azura to respond to, because now we can just go from the Nat to the main here. Instead of, well, it looks like we're just gonna move the whole army to the 4th instead as Eba, where now the medevac drop is not really doing all that much, but it's actually still being quite annoying, as a lot of Azura's army is just getting split up in random areas. The Disruptor at the 4th base will kill off a lot of those units, though, to help him defend that area. And the medevacs in the main and natural are finally getting dealt with. This one should... I really think he should just sit this in the corner. I would love it if Eba just picks all this up and sits in the corner, but he's not going to. I think Eba took a pretty decent situation and maybe... Oh, well, never mind, hold up. That Colossus, or whatever that was here defending, has been left to go somewhere else. And it ended up killing a lot of probes. And now Eba's actually in a good economic position, but needs to now be able to defend the counter push. There's only 2 Vikings and 3 Colossus. And 1 ball that is coming slowly. There's not much on the ground to help, though, as the Stalkers, though, will be able to kill off the Vikings, which is quite good. The ball gets a pretty decent shot. Oh, those 2 Immortals, though, are going to be super huge in this fight. This is looking a little bit rough for Eba, as he doesn't quite have the necessary tools here to help defend this type of an army. The Vikings are only just being made 1 at a time. The problem, though, for Azura is that he's not got a Warp Prism with this attack, so he can't easily reinforce it. Oh my god, was that a ball that just had? That was a massive shot if that was. The Colossi continue to just not die, though. Oh, the Widow Mines, though, actually ended up doing a lot more, and now Azura is overextending as the rest of the stuff on the ground is dying, and Azura once again finds himself taking a very good fight and then immediately throwing it out the window by extending too far, 2 games in a row. We'll have to hightail it back out of there. Luckily, the Zealots coming in helped to keep the Bio Army off of the Colossus and Disruptors. Hopefully this Disruptor doesn't just die. That'd be very sad. Looks like it will. No, the ball. Oh, a 4 Widow Mine drop with every single medevac with it. There we go. Oh man, this is going... Well, I was about to say this is going to annihilate the probes, but if only there was actually enough probes here to annihilate. 4th base does get targeted though, Terran moment. Widow Mines also kill off all those Zealots. Here comes the... Never mind. There we go. Here comes the medevac drop into the natural. Too bad there's only 8 probes mining in the minerals here, but still going to be good damage, because there's no way Azura is paying attention to this type of an attack right now. 7 go down, and even more in the main are about to die. As the pull. Nice split at the end, but still extremely annoying to deal with, and Eba finds himself in an excellent position. Two DTs. Oh, there's actually a gap. These 2 DTs are actually going to do a lot of damage. And they are going to distract Eba quite a bit here, as all of his units are rallying. And there's none close by to actually deal with these, so yeah, he's going to have to move his whole army back for it. A good move. Gonna need quite a few more of those, though, to find himself back in this game. Wait, where did all these probes die? Oh, the Widow Mines are still here. Oh my god, he transferred probes back to the natural without clearing the mines, and they all died. Well, that is a bit unfortunate for our boy Azura. Whoop! Alright, he was going for the 6th surround, but only attacking with half his army. The other half is going right into the natural. We'll be able to kill off that Nexus. Azura is on his last leg. As the one Disruptor Ball gets a pretty good shot, the second one whiffs completely. And that's about all that Azura has to keep himself positioned at this third base and in the entire game, as everything will fall. And Iba finds his way to yet another 2-0 over Azura with his Terran. Now putting Team Iba into a pretty decent spot to close out this match, with Angrath versus Ardent coming up next. Oh boy. Things have gotten spicy. Things have gotten spicy. And so I will go over to my analysts to talk about what was actually a kind of a banger of a series. After a bunch of random weird games, we finally got something that was weird, but at least it was kind of cool. So yeah, New Horizons yet again. Yeah. Iba
Especially
just
the first game was good.
Yeah, Iba's so good. What?
I think it really showed that Iba is not playing his main race in the first game, because he could have won so many times, but somehow it became a close game at the end. Really cool.
Yeah,
and I'm just a bit sad about the second one. I think Azura really had a good spot, but Widowmine's OP and stuff.
So true.
I mean, like, the first game was ridiculous, right? Because you do these all weird things, the gold base, and the Terran basically cannot do anything, right? He's sitting down, his 2 bases, he's chilling, right? He's just kind of feeling like, damn, he has a gold base, I need to do something, but I cannot do anything. And then he has Protoss come to him and just suicide everything into him. And you just feel like, hey, this is a good day to be a Terran player.
Yeah, that was very weird too. It basically looked like a hero cosplay, but very badly executed, unfortunately.
Oh yeah, it was so funny.
I'm not even sure what it was supposed to do. Maybe it was supposed to be some kind of one base all-in, but he got scouted very early. I'm not sure.
Yeah, and also Iba in the entire game, I think he watched too many Uteramo videos, like the challenges, and he decided he's gonna go for like Sky Terran. So he like made 69 Vikings, and I think once he realized he has those many Vikings, he thought like, you know what, Azura is not that good actually. I'm gonna keep these Vikings as a handicap, and when the Colossus actually shows up, I'm gonna kill the Colossus, but I'm gonna keep those 60 Vikings for that.
Yeah, and then those Colossus never actually showed up, which was funny. So yeah, then we just eventually lost the Vikings at some point. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. And then, I mean, even the second game, I feel like Azura just got absolutely mind-gamed. Like, Iba is just living rent-free. This little 13-year-old, just his grandma shows up to his house just like randomly and just is like, hey, can I have some of the oil, please? And then he's just like, you know what? Yeah, I'm just still living rent-free inside this other random kid's head, just going fucking proxy 3cc. Doesn't even matter, though. Brings the other fucking CC home again. And it's like, I don't know. Iba just is just too good, apparently.
I'm convinced that he wanted to fly his CC that's in his main towards the natural, but then once he realizes the other one CC flying, he was like, I'm not gonna say anything, I'm just gonna pretend this is the plan, yeah.
No, that's what I also thought too, where like maybe he just accidentally pressed the button and then just went to have it lift and then just going over, but like I don't know. I also kind of thought that for a second there, like he just misclicked or something, but it's like, I don't know, he just went with it the whole time, which was insane to me. I don't know.
It did kind of look dangerous at some point for Iba when Azura tried to push across the map with like those three Colossi, I think it was, and this Raptor. But then he decided that he likes donating his units to Widow Mines. It's like, Widow Mines are OP. I want to show everybody how OP are Widow Mines. I'm gonna let the Widow Mines kill my Colossi, and that's what he did.
Yeah, it's very unfortunate because it was a very good position. Like 3 Colossus versus basically 0 Viking is the dream position, I think.
Yeah, it was definitely an opportunity there, and I think even just the damage that he got done there was fine. Like if he was like he was probing behind it, he had 4 bases. Like if he just kind of shaves off those units, kills some of the SCVs, and then just walks back with everything, I think he was still
definitely. I think it was
not bad.
I think it was too hard to kill Iba here, but clearly enough to make a lot of damage at least.
Yeah. Oh, Iba wanted to make 3 in his main, but the scout came up immediately, so he just decided to make it somewhere else, apparently. Iba, was it the plan all along to bring the CC from the corner all the way back, or was that a misclick that you just decided to go through with once you realized it was a misclick?
Pay attention to your answer, because you will either look very dumb or very clever.
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't a misclick, he says, but I wouldn't say it was planned either. Okay.
This doesn't mean anything.
Did your grandma get the oil she needed? Is she making her food right now, Iba? No, he's not going to talk to us. All right, and whatever. All right, Angrath Arden is going to come up next. No, we need to buy olive oil. Lol.
Nice.
All right, yeah. Aang versus Ardent. Last time Aang absolutely fucking just body slammed Ardent, essentially, with the sick ass Gate Forge, and then I don't really remember what happened the second game, but something else happened, and he 2-0'd anyway. Oh yeah, DTs. Yeah, he came into the play after Ardent literally won the game after 3 minutes, but lost anyway. Yeah, what are we thinking here?
It's a bit of a funny case because like I wanted to train with Ardent a bit for this match, but he never fucking answered to my DM. So I never had the opportunity, so I just DM him some kind of counter to this weird cannon rush he played against Angrath, but I'm not sure if it gonna work. So we'll see. I'm gonna say 2-0 for Ardent because he is very based nonetheless. Like he likes cats. I think it's very based.
Okay. Well, I feel like Angrath has been like recently sometimes like boasting as, oh look, I took a game of Iba, I took a game of Defi, so I feel like he has to be confident now. He has to feel like powerful now, you know. He's gonna be like, oh look guys, thanks to me, my team won in semifinals. So but at the same time, I don't want to predict 2-0 for Angrath because it's gonna be 0-2 for Arden. So what's the opposite of 1-1? We want an ace match, and I want to predict 1-1, so I'm gonna predict 0-0 here.
Both players draw, and the series never ends.
Yeah.
Okay, that's one way to go about it.
We are basically playing 4D chess prediction game.
True. Did you guys? No, you guys were also. Excuse me. You guys were also doing like the 4D chess shit for the Iba Azura one, right? So you guys both.
Yeah.
You both did the opposite thing, and then just made Iba win anyway. So. Maybe that's just going to make Angrath win anyway here, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Hopefully, I mean, maybe we'll get an ace match here, but, you know, Angrath does have a decent chance here to send it out for Team Iba without the ace, so we'll see if that ends up happening. But regardless, I'll see you guys after, see what we can talk about after the series is over. I'm not gonna lie, passing it off the desk to myself to cast is very awkward, and I've still yet to like think of what the best way to actually do that is. I'm actually still not sure. Anyways, let's get into this game here. And Angrath should stop listening to the stream. Thank you very much. As it is time to see if we will have an ace or not. And spawning on the bottom right, with a probe being sent very early, it is the one and only French pastry mom lover, Ardent. And on the top left, the man who brought out a build so revolutionary, so unseen and unique, that it even influenced Harstem himself to make a video about it with a screenshot of his name. It is Angrath. And it looks like we're gonna have a little bit of what we like to call the unbeatable build being scouted fucking immediately. Angrath is so in Ardent's head. He just knows. He knows what's gonna happen. You just can't fool this man. Angrath has peaked as a human, as a StarCraft player. He is just so aware. But then he fucks up the execution and lets the probe in anyway. Oh no. Well, okay. Alright, there is the forge. Okay, that's at least good. I think it's still not awful, but it's a little uncomfortable for sure, as now these cannons will get up on the high ground. We need to be pulling probes as Angrath here, because these are very vulnerable and could easily get targeted down. The Zealot will stay on the outside to kill off the pylon, but will then die to the two Zealots of Ardent, but they're actually we missed a chrono boost here. And so we've gotten the 3 probes on each of the cannon here as Angrath, as Angrath, but one of them is a little bit late, so we need to start getting a couple more on that before we start to lose too many probes. And now there's only 1 Zealot in here because we messed up the chrono boosts as Ardent. And just barely, oh my god, just barely will kill that off though. I mean, Aang now is still in a little bit of an awkward spot as he doesn't actually have a cannon of his own coming up quite yet because he doesn't have the minerals since he's been forced to pull his probes. And if you're going for the forge defense, generally you're assuming that you will have income to be able to put those down. And despite his amazing preparation and anticipation, the execution was flubbed, and now we have Zealots in our mineral line with cannons about to get up as well. Ardent, in the face of danger, in the face of elimination, has managed to sneak out a much needed win. And the rivalry continues. Ardent finds his way into match point. Oh my god. The scripts have been flipped. You just can't do it. You can't beat a build that's called the unbeatable build. It's not possible. How could you beat a build when it's called the unbeatable build? It's just not fucking possible. Altitude is the map pick. What are we gonna get? I have no idea. Let's fucking go. I've woken up. Will Jindler Pink Wings be going to the finals? Or are we getting ourselves yet another ace match in the playoffs? Here we are. On altitude. Oops. On the bottom left side. keeping his probes in his base. Pulling out what is probably one of the most unexpected wins. A roller coaster of a ride. It is Ardent. And on the top right, playing for his life. His team's entire representation in this league is now on this man. None other than our boy Angrath. Going for a 1-gate expand. And expecting his opponent to yet again cheese the fuck out of him. Scouting around. Will not find it because it is not happening just yet, that is. Not yet. What does Ardent have cooked up? What will we be doing? This isn't a proxy robo. That's for sure. That is not a proxy robo. Angrath actually also misplaced his cybernetics core. Ardent, though, loses his probe on the other side. What's it gonna be? Gonna be proxy DT? Is it gonna be proxy Stargate? Oh my god, here it is. The proxy DT is coming out. Ardent is trying to throw out the build that I used to slay down Eiger to get my first map win in this tournament. And Angrath will be sending the Adept across to get the scout off to see what exactly is happening. Will he notice that he did not fucking wall this off? Will it matter? Because the DTs are coming in. However, there is no robo being made. So that we will not be dropping them in the main, which is actually extremely not based. I actually am so confused why you wouldn't do that. Like, why not just go balls to the wall with it? I literally, like, showed you a way that you could easily do that. But, yeah, he's deciding not to. Angrath realized, thankfully, that he did not wall that properly. So those Adepts don't just end the game themselves. But it will be a Phoenix! Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That is a Phoenix first out of Aang. This Dark Shrine is 80% done. There might not be a War Prism to put them right into the main base to ensure an auto win. But my god. My god. Things are gonna need to go very right now for Angrath if he wants to find his team in an ace match. He finds... He doesn't find the pylon. A second Phoenix. No battery to heal the wall. The robo isn't done yet. Oh my god. What's the reaction? How fast will he react? The DTs make themselves known. Aang has to act quick. I think a full wall up here with an observer has to be the play. But he's not reacting with enough time. He needs to at least spam down some pylons while getting an overcharge to heal this one pylon. That's his only chance, assuming Ardent tries to go for it, but he's not actually even... He's just going for probes, which is still a good move. As he's killing quite a few. Angrath has given up on trying to save his probes as he just let them die to the DTs instead of running them away. But the Observer will get out then. Considering the fact that he did not go for the robo. Which will allow the Phoenix to eventually pick up all these DTs here. I mean, wait, what? Oh, please don't lose anymore. Don't lose anymore. Pull him away. Pull him away. No! No! Okay. 17 probes. Is not looking good. It is not looking good for Team Eba. As another DT has somehow found its way into the base here. Oh my god, it even kills another probe. Ardent. Even getting DT blink. Oh man, Aang. Aang is absolutely reeling. When the pressure was on and his team needed him the most. He has tripped over the steps. And is laying face down on the fucking concrete. What will Ardent's follow-up play be? Are we just gonna keep making DTs? Or are we just gonna keep blinking them into the main base? Is that the move? Are we gonna try to juke the revelation with DT blink? Oh my god, we literally don't even have enough Phoenix to be able to kill these DTs off effectively. It takes so long just to kill one that we can't even lift all of them together. We've also, as Angrat, somehow forgotten that our Phoenix exists. Okay, there we go. Okay. Oh man, we've got a bunch of stalkers. Do we have blink? Did we remember to? Nope, we have blink for the DTs, not for the stalkers though. Did Ardent accidentally click on the wrong building to make blink from without realizing it? Did he get the wrong blink upgrade? What the? Oh, he wants another DT for an Archon, okay. He hallucinates some adepts. What are we cooking here? What are these adepts for? A second Archon. We get DT Blink, but we just morph them into Archons anyway. Oh man. Oh, the Stasis Ward could be huge if we blink onto it. What? That is a lot of units. Completely denied here. The batteries will get up. We have forgotten to get Warp Gate, by the way, as Aang. He has literally not gotten Warp Gate this entire game. We're making now Immortals. And only Immortals to try and stay in this game. Aang has just realized that he forgot Warp Gate, I think. So that stasis, unfortunately, looks like it's only delaying the inevitable. As we have basically nothing to defend this massive push from Ardent. And with that, I believe we will be having our second finalist. As once and for all, Angrath's builds will not be successful. And Ardent, the French, prevail. Yet again. Napoleon tried years ago to break into Russia, but little did we know the person they were waiting for was actually a man named Ardent. GG is called, and Jinlair Pink Wings finds themselves a spot in the finals against Team Acheron. What a series. What a series. Absolutely wild, not gonna lie. That was an absolute banger of a way to end it. What an incredible game. Let's just go right over to the desk as we break down what was actually an insane series. What did you guys think?
Oh my god, these were the absolute most base build I've ever seen. I absolutely didn't expect Arden to be the aggressive one.
I'm so disappointed. I wanted so much more. I expecting so much more. But oh well, we take it. My predictions, all of them have been wrong. I didn't hit a single one. But I'm happy Jinlair won, because Haroku is in Jinlair and I'm a Haroku stan.
I mean, yeah, just an insane set of games there for sure. I mean, Angrath with the fucking scout on the unbeatable build as well, and just completely flubbed the defense. It was truly heartbreaking to watch that probe still get into the main base. I mean, what can you do at that point? It's insane.
Well, scouting doesn't really matter because it's unbeatable. So even if you don't see it, it will be the same.
Very true. And then I mean the second game as well is just equally as heartbreaking. I feel, right, Horizons?
Yeah. Well, actually, I was cheering for him, so I actually like the game, but just shout out to Arden for not actually committing too much. Like he expanded kinda quickly after the DT. Well, actually, the second Nexus was already done, but he made a third one. She didn't stay on the 2 base lane or something like this, which is very good because that is usually what happened at this level.
Yeah, it was impressive. I really think Arden played well. And also sometimes you just, when you watch these games, when somebody's just getting cheesed and scouts it, sometimes you think, is it actually better for these players to not scout it maybe? Like you scout it and then you fumble, yeah? Like you have no idea what's going on.
Yeah.
And you overthink stuff.
Yeah. Sometimes it's better to react on the fly without realizing it than to have to actually, like, because then you start, you overthink it and you're like, okay, well, do I do it like this? Like, do I do that? Like, sometimes people have better improv reactions to it in the split second that they realize it's happening rather than having the extra, like, 15, 20 seconds to actually prepare for it because they're like, well, yeah, maybe I haven't actually played versus it in this scenario before. Like, what's the right move?
Yeah. Yeah, second guessing yourself and stuff, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, at least going straight up Phoenix when you don't know what's up with your opponent is at least a generally bad move. Like there was no reason to make tour like this. You should just make voids, and I think like the robot timing wasn't bad. Like it was almost on time, and it would have been an easy game if you just made more voids and instantly chrono boosted the ops.
Yeah, and if we pulled our probes instead of just see them getting slaughtered.
Yeah.
Unfortunate.
Yeah, pulling the probes would have been much better. And I think just making a battery as well. Like if you just make a battery because you know that you're versus a 2-gate, so it's just good. You should have a battery anyway. Like then you can heal the pylon that's getting targeted by the DTs, buying you even more time so that he can't even get in. You can overcharge it as well.
Yeah.
Which is why doing the DT drop like I did is way better. But regardless, it was able to find a win.
Angras is saying that he actually forgot he had a fucking robot.
Nice.
Okay,
actually,
so
it's funny though.
It wasn't as quick as it should have been.
Well, I mean, I don't know. He made an observer relatively fast anyway, but regardless. Yeah, an unfortunate series for Angrath after coming off of a pretty big win himself. The past encounter between these two will find himself feeling not as good at the end of this one, but Ardent clutching it up for his team at the end. Very good feeling for him and for Team Jinler Pink Wings, I'm sure, coming in as the 4th seed into the playoffs, by the way, and now will be finding themselves in the finals to possibly end at number 1 overall. Honestly, a great story to be had by the Pink Wings this season. Do you guys have any prediction for what you think is going to happen in those finals, which were originally supposed to be happening tomorrow, but because Akron will not be actually there, we are switching it to next weekend. So that will be next week, so a little bit more prep time as well for each of the players. So what do you guys have for any expectations leading up to that series?
Well, I'm still gonna call for a Jinler wing. I think they're still gonna win this, probably closer than 2 days, except if Ardent still has some very base build like this. But should be interesting anyway. Cobalt's team is very strong. It will be interesting games.
Well, I think that if anybody wants, I don't know what people want to happen, right? I don't know if people want to Jinler to win or for Cobble team to win. whatever you want to win, just DM me with like some, some little donations, a little something, and I will predict the other team. Yeah, but in all real, in all fairness, I think it's gonna be Jinler. I feel like they're just in very good form. It seems like I appreciate how Cobble's team has some good players as well, but Jinler just seems very solid right now.
Yeah, I mean, they definitely performed way better than their last encounter. Obviously, getting 0-6'd, or sorry, they're getting 6-0'd last time, and now they're here winning 6-4. Is a much better performance overall. And that was even with their captain losing as well. So, I mean, it just shows that the rest of the players are stepping up when they really need to. So, overall, good performance from the Pink Wings, and it'll be another tough match going into the finals versus Team Acheron. And I mean, you were saying whoever we wanted to win, just to message you or whatever, and you don't know who exactly you want to win, but I definitely know that I want Cobble to lose. So that's what I'll be looking forward to, at least in the next match, if you were interested. But regardless, that will be it for this match of the All Things Protoss Team League playoffs. New Horizons and Frogos, thank you for joining me on this analysis desk. All of your analysis was awful, but it was very much needed anyways, so I appreciate the time filling. Any final last words here before we close off the stream?
Well, hopefully Hardent will have very good builds next week, and that's pretty much the only thing that I expect. But otherwise, thanks for having me here. It was fun.
Nice.
I think Cobble is gonna win 2-0. Just putting it out there. So
Nice.
Cobble, yeah, you go 2-0, and yeah, I want to say thank you to my team. We're not in the playoffs. You guys suck. I hope I get a better team next time. No, I'm just kidding. I love my team, and thanks to Mini for organizing this. This is fun. Yeah, waiting for next season.
Nice, awesome. All right, thank you guys. I will see you later. Maybe, I don't know, for next season for sure, if you guys want to join up whenever that ends up happening. But thank you for joining me today, and I will see you guys later.
Thank you.
Yep, see you guys.
Thank you.
All right, that will do it for the semis. Team Azura finding their way into the finals after coming in as the 4th seed is pretty incredible. A great story for them. We'll be finding out exactly what goes down with those finals next week, which will be on Sunday, assuming that everything is scheduled properly. Probably about the same time, perhaps actually earlier. Actually, maybe not. I'm not sure exactly. Actually, no, maybe it's still, actually, never mind. Sorry. It'll definitely be Saturday because Acheron needs to be awake, and he is a degen in America, so that needs to happen later. And I need to do laundry on Sundays, so I can't be up streaming right now at this time with that happening. So, anyways, so Saturday then is when we will be having the finals of Team Azura versus Team Acheron, which will surely yet again be another banger of a match. I hopefully will not be as sick next week and have more energy, so that will hopefully be a bit better as well. And it should be an absolutely amazing series. Make sure you're here for that. But for now, thank you for joining and watching this edition of the All Things Protoss Team League. And we will be back again next time, and I will see you guys later.